Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachakodash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, whom this world ignorantly calls God, the Holy One of Israel, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, those men that are doing his work in sincerity and in truth across the four corners of the earth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. And much love to the innumerable multitude of you elect members that are scattered across the four corners of the earth. To you all, I say shalom and greetings, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the Spirit. All right, so I got an article here. Y'all know I'll be tagging these articles. But, this one, it hit home. This is from CNBC. It says, today's graduates make almost $10,000 less than their parents after adjusting for inflation. You see, and so that hit home because, Jake went to school. Jake got, degrees and whatnot, and so it's like, damn, like, that not the big thing of our parents, not to try to knock my parents, I'm glad that they did what they did. I'm glad that they, pushed me to excel. That's what they know in the world, to excel, to go to college and things like that. So I'm not knocking them for that. And I will say I appreciated it, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a lot of things that I learned about the world, about myself, but it just goes to show you that Esau's system, it has flaws and is not intended for you to excel, for you to succeed, okay? It says, in 4 decades, graduate salaries have decreased more than 10% after adjusting for inflation. A recent report found. It says, in addition to soaring food and housing costs, millennials and Gen Z face other financial challenges their parents did not as young adults. Some budgeting basics can give those just starting out a leg up, experts say. And I don't know if I'm gonna put this video. I haven't played it. I might play it afterwards and add it to the front. But it says, when Jason Riviere graduated from college with an accounting degree, there were, quote unquote, there were plenty of jobs, she said, and the big firms paid well. This year was 1984. Riviere, now 61 and living in Puerto Rico, made roughly $18,000 in her first position as a staff auditor, the equivalent of more than $53,000 today. But her income shortly decreased to $24,000 with a 33% jump. That year, graduates earned $23,278 on average, or $68,342 in today's dollars, roughly $7,254 more than 2023 graduates. So you got graduates who are graduating from school right now, and they're making $7,000 less than their parents did. And we were supposed to go to school to make more money than our parents did. And they said she went into accounting and a staff auditor, So those are decent positions. But 53,000, 68,000, that's some nice money, man. And that's what I was talking to some brothers recently, and I said, this how America is unrighteous, unjust, because for a collegiate graduating student, right? If you graduate and you got a bachelor's, or if you got a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, it's really supposed to be levels to it. But if you got a bachelor's, the lowest amount that they should allow you to get paid is $50,000. No matter where you go, no matter what you do. Now, I get it that you can't walk up into McDonald's and be like, pay me $50,000. Right? I understand that. But that should be the status quo for any corporate business or office type job. That anybody, if you come in with a diploma, your company has to know that they can't offer less than $50,000. You see, and you got college graduates that's out here making $30,000, like they never went to school. So that's just off. So let me get a couple of scriptures on this, but that ain't right, man. That ain't right. And you think the government cares? They like, nah, man. You go out there, you work it, you pay us our money, and that's all we care about. All right. This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 5. It says, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand, referring to our slavery and bondage, right? And then it says, and I heard of the Israelites. It says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou not hurt the oil and the wine, right? So this is where you get the dollar losing its value. That's really what you go into when you're understanding how money and the dollar works. You know, we'll say, yeah, price is going up, but really the dollar is losing its power, right? This is the dollar is losing its dominance. That's what they've been calling it, dollar dominance. So the dollar is losing its dominance. So it just doesn't, it's not as pure as it used to be. You know, it's for anybody that's been in this situation. I know I've done it my fair share amount of times. If you have dish detergent, or if you have hand soap, the pump kind in your bathroom, right? When you get towards that last little, the dregs of the concentrate that you had when you originally got it, and you're like, damn, I need to go to the store, but I need to do these dishes and make this dish stretch. What I do is, and I'm sure I'm not the only person, I add a nice little amount of water. I don't add a lot to make it watery, but I add a little bit of water to it so I can still get the suddiness out of it to be able to get done what I need to get done. That's an example of how the dollar is being done, right? Your dollar is being devalued because it's losing its purity. It's not as concentrated as before because they're just pumping out money, right? See thou not hurt the oil and the wine, you know, this truth. You know, hey, the Lord says, bring not the destruction to my servants be sealed, you know. But Esau, Edom, he know what's going on, right? This man, he not fooling nobody. You know, well, he's fooling the masses. Let me say that. He's not fooling us over here that know about the truth, man. Okay? And this man, Esau, Edom, is completely getting down. That makes no sense. Well, you're a college graduate and you're making less due to inflation than your parents did. You went to school for four to 5 years, right? Some people more, right? And you're making less than your parents did because of how bad the prices are out here. And guess what? It's only going to get worse. You're going to start walking in places and it's going to be more and more and more, right? Because all they're doing is adding more water to that dish detergent, till to get to the point where the detergent is no more detergent left. You're going to pump that shit and be like, man, it's just water now. You know? So that's what's happening to the fall of this dollar, man. Right? And people aren't aware of it. Okay? Going back to the article, it says, in 4 decades, graduate salaries have decreased more than 10% after adjusting for inflation, the report found. That's a lot when it comes to money, that's a big amount, because if somebody was getting $100,000 job, they're now getting $90,000. They're getting $10,000 less just due to adjustments after inflation. And the thing is, people are what did it say? I can't remember, it was 50 or 75% of Americans are living check to check, you know? So if you take out 10% of somebody's gross income, that's a lot of money, man. Shit. You know, I looked at, I don't always check my pay stubs, like, because I get them electronic and all of that kind of stuff. But if you realize how much of your money actually come out in taxes, you know, I almost paid $441, man, in taxes. Call all about my shot, but I was like, $440 comes out of my shit. $440.38 came out of my last check. Do you understand the difference that I could have in my checks if I was getting that much back in return, man? Right? You know what I could use? Shit, my car payment is fucking $375. That's my car payment and some. That's my car payment and half of my damn insurance. I mean, half of my phone bill, man. You see? But you think Esau care? No, not at all, man. Right? So this is going to constantly, and this is 2023. How much more students that graduated 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago which are making far less. 2023, they supposed to be making the cream of the crop right now. All of these types of jobs and industries, they supposed to be making buku money getting out of college right now, right? It says inflation's recent run-up has made it even harder for those just starting out. So if you just starting out in college, it's even worse, man. Right? This is Habakkuk 2:6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him and taunting proverb against him and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his? Right? So one way that he's increasing, right, besides his thefts and stealing lands and peoples and souls, right, his way he increases also through taxes and inflation. And the main way is the devaluing of the dollar. Right? He's like, hey, that don't even belong to him. He's just printing money, print money, print money. It don't even, your money don't even mean nothing no more, man. That's why when this thing goes down, man, it's going to be terrible if you don't got Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah with you, man. It's going to be terrible, man. If the Lord's mercy is not upon you, it's going to be terrible, man. It says, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And that's what Esau do. If you got to imagine this. Imagine somebody putting thick clay on themselves, like quicksand. I saw this lady. I was watching this lady yesterday. It would have been nice if I could have added it, but she was. It was a ram caught in this thick mud, and she had to grab it by its horns and pull it up out of the mud. And it was so thick, the ram still couldn't walk. She had to put water. She had to carry the ram over to the water, put it in the water, get the mud off of the water, then carry it up out of the water and put it on the grass so it could walk around. You know, now I think she was doing a little bit much, and whoever was helping, whoever was recording, unless it was a child, they should have been doing more. But nonetheless, the point being that thick clay was holding that ram down to where he was going to perish. That's what's happening to America, right? This thick clay, this extreme amount of debt is becoming a burden on them. They're going through this shutdown now and try to think about where they're going to allocate this money to. You know, this money is becoming an issue with this country, man. Hey, everybody get to the point where you got to pay the piper, man. Okay? It says, in addition to soaring food and housing costs, right? Rent going up, food prices going up, water going up. It says millennials and Gen Z face other financial challenges their parents did not as young adults. Not only are their wages lower than their parents' earnings when they were in their 20s and 30s, but they are also carrying larger student loan balances. So now we got student loan balance on top of the low amount of money, man. And I'm going to be real, man. You know, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Al-Shah. Hey, Esau, I was paying my loans for a minute, and it's good to pay back anything. Right now they got them on hold because of the whole lockdown and everything. But I was like, hey, man, Esau, you ain't getting that money, Esau. Lord willing, we get beamed about here, this place shut down. You ain't getting that money. And that's why Joe Biden was trying to get it put out. But he needs to do something to have a staple on his presidency. He ain't got to, like Barack had the sodomite agenda. You know, Trump had some big things going on with his. He had let some people out. He had the refund checks. So he did some big things. But Joe Biden needs to put a stamp on his presidency. And he tried to do it through the loans. Right? But that might be tied up in this money too. But it's a lot of things going on right now in the government and through prophecy, man. Okay? All right, I had like maybe 3 more verses. This is Psalms 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? And that's what Esau do. Your laws, your taxes, even your state taxes, man. You know, the other day I forgot what I got. I told the brothers I bought something for $6. The total was $7.27. You know, and that's $1.30. It don't seem like a big amount, but that's a big amount if it was a larger purchase, man. All right. This, and they do it by law. Taking this much money out your check, your hard-earned money. Hey, but that's all good. I ain't even tripping because we going to get all of that back in the kingdom. They got to bring taxes and tribute unto us, man. Right? It says the nation that will not serve us shall surely perish. Right? This is Ecclesiastes 7:12. For wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. Right? So you're supposed to be able to have money as a defense. But we realizing that money ain't going to save you, man. right? Because everybody's starting to get money problems. Even the people that got bread is starting to have money issues, man. So like my finger been covering the mouse some of this. The speaker. But money is supposed to be a defense to be able to help you in trying times. But you're realizing your money ain't adding up, man. You know, we going out, we doing these odd jobs too on top of our regular jobs, and it still ain't stacking up. But the Lord preserving us. It says, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. You see that's the excellency of knowledge. He giveth wisdom, giveth life to them that have it. Right? So the Israelites, starting with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone on down, the believers, those are the ones that have it. So we got spiritual money when the rest of the world, they're spiritually broke. So to be spiritually broke in the day of evil, oh dear Lord, man, that's you gonna the word broke is gonna become real, man. You know, I was thinking about that word yesterday. When people say they don't got no money, they be like, I'm broke. Dave should be, I'm broke, bitch. You know, I'm broke. But really, broke means to be shattered into pieces. You know what I'm saying? Why is that affiliated with not having money? It's because everybody understands when you don't have any money, it's a terrible position. Let me type in the definition. Broke. It says past and archaic of break. Let me see here. It says separate or cause to separate into pieces. See? As a result of a blow, a shock, or a strain. You see? So you're getting a strain on your pockets. You're getting a blow to your money, to your job, to your taxes, to your bills. Right? It goes into breaking body parts. All right. It says use, informal, use a piece of paper or currency to pay for something and receive to receive change. Like she had to break a 10. That's not what I was hoping it was going to put something about money up there. But of course, that's more like hip talk, you know? That's more like hip talk when somebody says I'm broke. It says crush the emotional strength, spirit, or resistance of, to destroy the power of, right? To break. You see? Crush the emotional spirit. That's what they want to do. They want to break us, right? But this is Ecclesiastes 10:19. It says, a feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things. You see that? A feast is made to laughter, a wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things, man. So you got money, they're like, we can, if you tell somebody that you got money, they'll work with you. They're like, all right, hey, show me the money. A lot of times I'll be always watching on those shows when somebody will say, they were like, oh no, this is reserved for certain guests. You break them off a dub, you break them off a 50, they let you in, which lets you know it's about the money. It ain't about the fact that you ain't able to get in. What are you doing for me so that you can get a place? You know, even when we and it was a spirit one day, me and the brothers, we went to this little, it's like a bar, but this line was like jumping out the door. We ain't never seen it like that. But then, you know, first off, we walked the long ass line. It was like, you know, we walked at first with the back of the line, we was like, man, you know, it was like, man, we ain't about to wait in this long ass line. We walked to the front, was talking to Jake. He was letting us in already. We like, hey, yo, bro, we trying to get in here, man. We ain't trying to wait in this long ass line. You know what I'm saying? He was already letting us in, but then it was like, hey, we gonna take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So on the way out, you know, we threw him some change, you know, and all was good. But that money makes a difference, man. You know, but when you got the love for money, that's when it ruins you. Because, you know, really, if any brothers really know me, you know, and some even a few other brothers in the camp, if y'all want to know my truth, I don't give a fuck about money. And I know that sound weird, man, but I don't care about money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all it is currency and tinder to place a value on what? On who I am, what you have. Now, I've told brothers, it's times I got a lot. It's been times in my life I've had a lot of money, times I haven't had so much. Times I've been somewhat, you know, not truly rich, but somewhat rich for a man of my status. You know what I'm saying? And times that I've been broke, you know? But I realized that, hey, at the end of the day, when you got the Lord, it don't matter no way, man. We put our treasures, we store our treasures in heaven, man. You So is it nice when I got more money? Sure. Does it hurt when I got less money? Sure. Because you can't do what you want. That's why it's a defense and an answer with all things. But at the end of the day, the Lord is really, that excellency of knowledge. The Lord is really what we need. He's the true currency. He's the true tender that you need to remain wise and to have the things that's befitting so you can survive, man. Because most of the stuff we buy, we don't need it no way, man. But Esau don't tell you that. Esau makes you buy. We looked up at camp the other day. It said you see 4,000 to 10,000 advertisements per day. You don't think you're gonna go out and buy something seeing that many ads in your subliminal and your subconscious every day, man? Right? But this is all a part of Esau's plan to completely eradicate and destroy people. And soon he gonna get that C hip put out, right? So, and then he offering people money for it, all kinds of madness, man. But we're living in different times now, and things are just gonna change, man. The fact where millennials are making that low money and then still paying for financial aid, paying for them loans, man. Them loans don't be cheap, man. Thousands. I'm talking. You can for student loans, you can pay for a bachelor's degree. Somebody can pay, and this is on a lower end, really, paying anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000. If you go higher, if you get a master's, you can be in the $100,000s easily, trying to pay back money for something that didn't really benefit you, for a piece of paper that's gonna come out and you still can't truly benefit from it, man. The point of getting it was so you can, what I'm saying? We went to school, because of the fun and the freedom and the girls and shit, but you went because you I want to make something of myself so I can have a career and I can be able to profit from this so I can provide for me, my family, my future family, my children. That was the point of doing it. But now Esau telling you, hey, brother, you ain't making nothing. So you wasted 4 years of your life, right? You gave him all of this money, right? Which is just bouncing back in your face, man. And so Esau, his priorities are not in order. He don't really care about people growing and becoming wealthy and successful. He wants a working class. He want to keep you on the bottom because as long as he got a working class, he can have slave labor. But now they want to eradicate the working class, right? Because they don't care anymore. They want you either you rich or you poor. That's what it's gonna be. Get rid of the middle class. You're gonna be rich or you're gonna poor. And guess what? I guarantee you, majority of people are gonna fall on the poor side, right? And all the people that fall on the rich side, majority of them that's truly rich, majority of them, if not all, are gonna be dirty, conniving, thieves. They did something treacherous to get in their position. They have no integrity, right? They have no morality. They don't believe in the word. They'll shave their beard off in a heartbeat. They'll get the jump shot. They'll get the C-hip. They'll do all of these things just to try to keep some money in their pocket. So majority of people are going to fall on that poor side of the line, man. And it's not going to be pretty. And it's not going to be beneficial for our people. And, Jake don't always understand that until it's too late, man. So I'm going to wrap it up with that. Just wanted to get that article out through the spirit. Times are changing. And we can see it. And people can feel it in their pockets and in their face. But they don't want to believe it. They think, I can make this manage. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and mercy to the elect. Until next time, Shalom.